Hi guys, welcome back again. Oh, I'm here again. Thank you for all the views on the other video that we've got so far. I only put it up this morning. Right, I've done that little bit on the hollow, using the hollowers, and a little bit on the outside, show you with the using the carbide. I know I've done a lot of these before, but a lot of people haven't seen them and they don't go back on the video, so I'm doing a few again. I was just going to show a little bit on doing the with the SEH chisels, because I did mention about it yesterday, and I did say I would show a little bit with it. Now the SEH, this is the SEH6, has a little 6mm cutter. You all know a little 6mm cutter. I showed you yesterday I've got the 8mm, I'll do the SEH3 and all that. Now these are the ones that have the cutter already mounted on the angle for you. Okay, so when you use the hollowers, oh, bang it into me lathe there. Right, when you use the hollowers, obviously your cutter, you adjust how you want it to be. Yeah, so if you know, you can adjust its aggressiveness and things like that. Now, it's where sometimes a lot of people will get into trouble with exactly which way to do it and how far over. So this is basically, this takes out all the guesswork for you. This makes it simple. Now, these are, I originally designed these and made these, and I'd done them long before anyone else did them. And I did them to be basically catch proof too, because these cupped cutters can be, like I said, lethal. They really can. And the first original ones I've done with them were on a square bar. This is a square bar, sorry. On a bar flat, and you had to basically roll it and get where it was, and a lot of people got into trouble with them and getting catches and stuff like that, because they can be very lethal. So I did come up with mounting them this way, and they work absolutely fantastic. I done them in the first off was in the SEH3 was the one, and with the 10mm as well, the SEH1 and an SEH3 I had, and yeah, basically they were fantastic. I did say, I've mentioned before, I gave a couple to Christopher Fisher, the blind woodturner, and yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. You can roll them, you can do other things with them, but for hollowing out, that's what they are really designed for. Shear cut hollower, that's what SEH means, shear cut hollower. It gives a shear cut, and it's a cut, not a scrape, and it's a hollower. But it can do lots of other work. You can do, I've done finials with it, I've got videos up there, I've done finials. You could use it for pens, you could use it for pretty much anything, but it's really at home with hollowing and hollowing bowls, and you've got a range of different sizes to use. So I've got a piece here. Like I said, this is not about me turning a bowl, so you know, same as yesterday, I'll need a piece of wood just to show you some cuts on. This is to show you cuts to use so that you can turn without getting catches, okay, with carbide, because a lot of people have trouble with getting catches. Catches really, as I said, they ruin everything. Your finishing and that's down to you. You can do as many sanding things as you want. You can put as many finishes on. There's lots of these finishes. They have fillers in them. They have levelers, self-levelers. So you put them on, and they make your piece look good. But you really want to get rid of your tear out and stuff beforehand. So, I mean, this was I just quickly roughed this piece. It's another piece of cherry. I'm using cherry at the moment because I don't care what's happening. It's not green, but it's not, like I said yesterday, it's not bone dry, but it's all right. It doesn't crack. The other piece I've got rid of it now, so that's gone. But I'll turn this hasn't been sanded, it hasn't had no sanding done, anything like that. That is finished. That was actually, I've done a little shear cut with a detailed carbide on that just to get a finish of it. So hang on a minute guys, hang on a minute. I've got an intruder. An enemy in the camp. Shh. Let's hide things away.
Hi guys.
Excuse me, young lady.
Yes.
Exactly how may I assist you?
I just wanted to say thank you.
That's all right, darling. You don't have to keep thanking me. I told you. You was the lucky one that got me. I know you appreciate. You don't have to keep thanking me.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Not to you.
No.
So
Go on. I'm going to put this in the chuck, guys. All right,
yeah,
ready?
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's bought us a coffee lately. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. So that's Jim and Christine. Got
Thank you.
Mike Voss.
Thank you.
Lou and Kathy from the United States.
Thank you.
And Rich Pethier. I hope I've pronounced that right.
That was today, wasn't it?
Pethier, yeah.
Yeah, you bought
We bought
5 coffees.
5 coffees, yeah, thank
Wow,
you.
thank you so much. That's very generous of you. Thank you.
I'm going to get him all hyper on his coffee now.
Right.
Right, that's me done. I'm going to go there. I'll leave you in peace.
Go on then. Right. I'll see you in a bit, darling. You go get anyway. You said you could stop working.
Yeah. What? I don't get time off.
No.
Only Christmas Day.
Well, not all day.
Like
Some of it.
Like in Dickens time.
Like in Dickens time, yes. Right. I'll see you in a bit. Right. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, that's to get thank yous over.
Bye,
right.
guys.
Bye, guys. Right. So, I've just mounted that on Image Chuck. Okay. I'll just turn this piece just so we can do a little bit. Now, a lot of time when you're starting out, I would suggest you go for more open bowls. Okay, a lot easier to get your curves and stuff like that. This one is a little bit deeper on the side, so this is where a lot of people do get into trouble as well because of getting that transition and stuff. But like I said, with these SCHs, it's all done for you. Okay, the only thing you have to make sure you're on center. Okay, so I'm going to move some of this back a little bit. I've got my coffee here. Look. Right, I'm just going to move my bit out of the way there, and what I'm going to do, give myself some room, put my coffee up there, and then I will bring you in a bit so I can show you now. And like I said, this is all about getting cuts, okay, and how to. I'm not going to go too close in because you need to see, like I said before, where handle goes and things like that. So if I set you up about there, I'll just have a look here. Yeah, you can see there. Right, now the main important thing with this is to be on center. Okay, so we're like that. Okay, now you can drop your handle and cut in, it's not a problem. The beauty of it is the cutter's already at the angle for you. Okay, so if you like, done the hard work. And as I said yesterday, it's not being what's it, but you got to do something really silly to be getting catches with the SCH chisels. Face shield on though, always put face shield on. And this is what it's more about, not getting catches, so you can actually just enjoy your turning. And then you can make anything, and then you can get into all your finishes and your sandings and your designs. Okay, right, so I'm going to start up. Now I did have this turned down when I first started turning it, so I'm going to turn my speed up a bit. Now you find, like I said, find your happy speed, a speed that tends to suit you, and as long as the piece allows it. This is all running, everything's smooth, it's lovely. Okay, so we're fine. Now with the SCH, and we're going to be doing push cuts, because everyone thinks as well, because these are these cutters, that you have to do this and pull like this. No, you don't. We're going to do push cuts. I'm going to just level up the front first off. So we're going to come across there. Now I'm going to get a bevel control cut. So I'm actually here and I'm going to push along with my bevel on, okay? Right, and that is how easy it is to do a bevel control cut with this, okay? You can see, look, there's the bevel, we're already at the angle, so literally all I have to do is cut in, that's it. And then the chisel with this tool just pushes along, and all you've got to do is go straight along the bar like that, so you pull rest, and there you go, that's it. If you're using it like that. Now we're going to start hollowing, and all we do is the same. I told you, handle over here, and we just start coming in like this. Okay, there are no angles to find. Oh, now there, I'm glad that happened in a way. Right, so when you're coming in, you just have to be a little bit, you sort of got to slice it in. If you just put it on like that, look, all it is
it wants to look, it just wants to chase. As soon as you touch there, it's because we're coming in on this angle. Now if I was coming in with a bevel, it won't, but because I'm wanting to take a bite like this and come in, I've got to start with a cut. So as soon as you bring that on, because there's no bevel to support it, it wants to chase, and that's all it's doing is wanting to go. It will always go that way. If you've got it there and you bring it on, it will want to go that way. See, it goes that way. It will always want to go the reverse of which it's going, or which you want it to go. So just be prepared for as you start to. Right, once you've made that first, it wants to go. Once you've made that first cut, now it's on there. Now it's okay, right? Now once it's got that little groove, hang on. There. Once it's got that, there, it will push round, okay? And now, like I said, you can hold it whichever, if you want to hold like that, you can hold like that. I don't tend to. I don't really know why I did that. But as you can see, it's quite, and it's shavings. We're getting nice shavings coming out, look. And that's all I'm doing is coming in. A lot of it is getting the right angle as well for skip back. See, if I come here, that'll skip back. If I actually come here, now it doesn't skip back, okay? And that's where I should be. Handle over this side, right over here to start the cut. There's the cut. Makes me actually a liar, doesn't it? There's a cut, and there it is. But it's nothing. That's just a little slide that's going that way. I'm not holding the chisel very tight at all. And this is all we're going to do, is come in and come around. Get rid of those. And this is all it is. And that's as easy as that for hollowing. You can't go wrong with it. Okay. Now this, like I said, this is 6mm. I'm going to change it. I'm going to show you the different ones. Okay. And the finish on it really is, the finish in there is absolutely beautiful. No tear out, no nothing. These lines, that's just where I'm getting scared. Like I said, when you come here, it's got that, it wants to go backwards. So that's why I said fingers here, thumb there, and start the cut and go. Because I'm talking, I'm not really just going and starting the cut, so I'm getting a little bit of a skip. Right, let me just change this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that one out. There we go. And I'm going to put the 8mm in. Right, I don't need too much hanging out for this. Right, there we go. So now we've got the 8mm. Just so you can see with the SC. Now the 8mm, as I said, gives slightly, we'll take a little bit more wood at a time. So there we go, look, same again, right, we're coming in. You can see the shavings that it flies off, right? And that is all you have to do, is go like that. It's all set for you. Yes, if I'm coming in here, I can drop my handle and I can slice in and do these sort of cuts. Okay, I can clean that up. Look, I'm dropping my handle. And now here, again though, I've dropped my handle. It's already at the angle for me here. So I don't have to do any rolling. I just drop my handle. Drop my handle down. And look at that. Beautiful. And then, as I said, the holly. Now this is bolt orientation. So we've got face work we're doing. This isn't end grain. Okay, the end grains are on the side, so we're not doing end grain here. So our cut, and we're not, now see, look, it still sticks. We're not, it's because I'm not concentrating, I'm talking. So again, and I'm a bit high there, look, I'm actually a little bit high, which won't be helping me. I should have been dead on centre. There, now I'm dead on centre. Right, okay. So yeah, it's that's all you've got to do, is come round. Now the other way is, like I said, if it was end grain we'd be coming this way, so we'd start there, and it's exactly the same. Just follow round like this. Okay? And again, like I said, it's not something you can do with bowl gouges. because a bowl gouge, and you still get a good finish with it because it's actually bevel controlled cut. See, that's the bevel there, look, the bevel's rubbing there, okay? And all I have to do is change the angle slightly and it picks up a cut. Now, you cannot ride the bevel of a bowl gouge coming out the side of a bowl. You'll come across here, and that's when you'll hit here, and that's when you'll get your catches, nasty catches with bowl gouges. With this you can't get it, okay? Like I said, apart from getting these little, when you come here and it does that little skip, which isn't anything, just like if it does it, there, I'll clean it up. Right, just commit. Once you make the cut, commit. You're in. I'm stopping because I'm talking. If you commit to the cut, it will come straight round and it won't skip on you, okay? So, like I said, 2 fingers on, thumb there, come in here, there we go, look, we'll pick up our cut, we'll take a big cut this time. And again, we're coming down. Now, obviously we're going to want to, put that middle bit away. We're going to be going deeper down on our sides. We're just going across at the moment. So what we'll be doing is we're coming in, and you can just look, see how you can run backwards with it, pick up the cut, and just go in. So we want to pick our cut up here, because we want to go deeper down on our sides. See, now as we want to go deeper, we have to come round a bit more. This is the only time where things can get a bit awkward, because depends on you to see the tool rest. Look, I'll be right along it this way, so pretty much just come round, bring your tool rest round, okay? If you put your tool rest there, that now enables me to come across here and have a good bit of support on the tool rest, okay? Now I can go down, so I can go down the side, loads of shavings flying out, and then finish your cut. Right, as I've got to there, I've got to just let the tool, I can't keep swiveling, I've got to let the tool sort of slide along. The way I've changed my tool rest makes that a little bit, just come in and take this bottom off. I'm still a little bit high there actually, look. You really want to be bang on centre if you can. That's it, because then when you bang on centre, see look, it naturally just finishes straight off and go, no nipple, no nothing. So yeah, for this here, we'll just backwards and get rid of some of that. Like I said, we need to come in here. It's a bit strange for people if you're used to turning different ways, but it's because of the bevel we've got. Like I said, we've only got 5 degrees. We've got to get that bevel on. So we have to come right across this way. Don't be tempted to do this, okay? That will not do you any favours. You must come here and get on that tip and then come around, and all you're doing is pressure down. Don't restrict the tool in any way. Do not put your hand on the tool rest and hold like this. You're restricting the tool. It needs to be able to flow. Okay, all we want is downward pressure. I normally use my thumb like that. Okay, and you keep your hand off the tool rest, and we can come round right to the bottom. Now, again, do not be tempted to go down the side, down the side, down the side, and leave anything coming up in that middle. Follow your cut across. If you want to leave a bit of stability in the middle, because the only part on a bowl that can give any support to this side is from here across, okay, whatever's connected here. The minute you put any gap between the mass and the side, that support has gone, okay? So if you want to keep a bit of support as you're going down, because let's face it, this will only start to flex once you take all this away. At the moment there's not enough for it to do anything. So if you're going to want to get thin sides, okay, then keep coming in and starting your cut, come down, nice and straight, like this. And then get to here, because you want a bit of support, just shallow up. Right, take a shallower cut and slide straight across. That way, what you're going to get, is you're going to start to get your top thinner here, but you're keeping this mass here is what's giving support. Okay, if you come down and you leave this up here and you get this channel like a ditch, the trouble with that, you're creating a catch zone for yourself, because you can no longer swing round. You can only come down to here and come down to here, and you've got this bit coming up, and then that does absolutely nothing. It does not support these sides at all. The only thing that is supporting these sides is what is still connected straight across. Okay, that's the only thing that gives support. I don't know why people, I don't know who brought that out or who started doing that or whatever, but it doesn't work. Okay, it just doesn't, it can't work. Right, just shallow your cuts. You want to come thin, just come in, get it finished. That will finish there. So come down, straight down, and then just shallow up and come across. That leaves your mass. You can get this nice and thin here without removing that. And then as you start to come down, you just go a bit further down and across, and further down and across, and eventually you will hollow out your bottom. Otherwise, you've got to start coming in and trying to hollow this bit. Then you'll be tempted to do this way, and then you're pushing into the end grain. You don't want to be doing that. Right, so that's the 5, the SCH5. I think I said 8, so it's an 8mm cutter. That's the SCH5. Okay, the other one was the SCH6, and then from there we go. I mean, I'm going to jump backwards now really and go to the SCH1. Okay, that's this one. That's the 10mm cutter. The same on the 10mm bar, and it works. The beauty of these tools, doesn't matter which one you go for, they all work the same. You just decide which one you want. Okay, so this will come in here exactly the same. Pick it up there, come down, come round. Just take that off the bottom. Now, the bigger cutter doesn't necessarily move more wood. Okay, the bigger cutter, what it will do, it can sometimes give you a better finish because it's got a little bit more wider edge going on. Okay, onto the cut. There's a bit more cutter in touch there. Okay, but we come down here and we're coming straight down, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper now down the side. So I'm not going to roll it across this quick. I'm going to go further down. Now I'm going to roll it across, see? So now I've just increased my depth going down that way. Okay, and if I want to get a bit more out the bottom, just put the cutter on with no cutting. It's got a bevel. It can't do anything. Can't catch. Impossible to get a catch unless you turn it that way, and you don't want to do that. Right, you can't get a catch, so I'm coming there. So all I'll do is I'll roll it back to where I want, and then pick up the cut again and go in, and I'll go down a bit more, a bit deeper, and I'll come across. Now, if you get any where you might miss a little bit, you think, oh, there's a little bump there, don't take it off and come out. Keep it on, just go backwards and then pick up the cut again. And what you'll find is when you go back, you'll feel it, because you've got the bevel on, you'll feel it go in there. Just goes into the little, I can just feel it goes into the little dip. So just go past it and then start again. When you come forward, it will pick the cut up from that point and leave you through. If you come back, take it off, come back and start again, you're just going to put another line and another line and another line, and you'll do that all the way back. Okay, so now that one, as I said, that's the SCH1, and there we go, and we've got shavings. Look, we're getting a lovely finish on it. Okay, we've got no torn grain. So that is the SCH1 with the 10mm. Now the SCH2 is exactly the same chisel. It's got a 10mm cut, but what it's got a 12mm bar. Okay, don't need it on this, not big enough. This is just if you're going a bit deeper, bigger bowls, then all of them are available on 12mm bar and 10mm bar. The only one that's not available on a 10mm bar is the SCH3. The SCH3 is only available on 12mm bar, and that's because of the size of the cutter. And this, I mean, look, you can see this is full of crud. Okay, they last so long, these cutters, they really do, because they're being used to cut and not scrape. You scrape up the side, they don't last very long. Okay, now we go to the SCH3, and again, there's no difference. So if you've got 2 or 3 of the chisels and you're doing different bits, when you pick a different one up, there's no difference in what you're doing. Now I'm probably going to, because this is a 12mm bar, no, I'm pretty much on centre. Look there, I'm pretty much on centre. There's no difference. So I come in again and I start my cut. There it is, and all I'm doing, look, downward pressure, nothing more. Now you don't think you took a lot off there, but believe me, when you stop it, you can see how much come off with that, just that one cut. It's just that the shavings all stuck to the side there. So that's how we're coming down, you know, and we're going to start. I think I'm very fractionally high, just a tiny bit. So I'll take it down. Let me have a look. Yeah, I think let me see. Yeah, I'm just there. I'm just about right. So again, but see how the tool, I don't know if you can see here. Yeah, you can. See how the tool has got to start right across the front of the bowl because of the bevel angle. See, that's the bevel there. For it to start cutting, see, it can't cut on that. Look, to start cutting, I need to get the cut start there and then bring it down. Now once I get to there, if I go backwards again, you'll see there's no cutting, because that's the seat I've made. I've made like a little seat for the bevel, see? So it's not bevel then cut, it's actually cut. So hang on, cut there. Now there's a place for the bevel, and now anything that's above that there will get cut, and as I go down, if it makes sense to you, that's the bevel, see, and that will cut. As I go forward, it will cut. So that's the bevel on. As I go forward, everything in front of that flat where I've made to put my bevel on will be cut. Okay, I'm deepening off the bottom now. We're getting loads of shavings in there. Let me just flick them out like so. So yeah, we'll come in. See, where people tend to say bevel then cut, it's not bevel and cut, it's cut and then bevel, because you need to make the cut. You need to cut first, so then that's where your bevel sits, and then a bevel controlled cut is the bevel actually is on the wood, and that's controlling your depth of cut. Anything above that platform that you've just made is going to be cut away as you progress forward, as long as you keep that bevel on. If you come off this way, then it's going to ride over it. If you go that way and take the bevel off, it's going to go deeper. Okay, so you must just maintain that bevel and let the tool do the work, come around, and it will just follow around and it will take it all away. Okay, and that's with the SCH3. But all of them, as you can see, not one of them's giving any torn grain. You're not getting torn grain with any of them. So that's the SCH range. And like I said, just because the 6mm has this, it's a tiny cutter, right? Don't think it's, people say because it's so small it leaves ridges and stuff. It's not. What's leaving ridges is the way they're using the cutter. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's the way they're using the tool. They're using the tool wrong, and all it is you must use the bevel. The tool, the cutter has a bevel to it, and you have to use that. Okay, so we'll go back to the 6, and I can show you that I might be a bit low now, I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll start. So there we go, where we're starting. Okay, and we come down, and we'll come around. I'm going to know now if I'm a little bit, yeah, oh look, I went underneath the middle. So I'm a little bit low, because obviously SCH3 is a 12mm bar, this is a 10mm bar. Okay, and there we go, that's the depth we want. And it just washes away. And again, we just get loads of shavings, a couple of cuts, and we've got all that's taken off. Now you can see here we haven't got any torn grain. I've got a lot of sawdust stuck to it. Alright, we've got no torn grain. Alright, I've got a couple of little, they're not ridges, they're just a little bit of a bevel mark. It's where the bevel there is just catching. That's all that is. But we get out, we're not doing a final cut at the moment. But what I want to show you is we're not getting any ridges, we're not getting any of that jumping and grabbing in or anything like that. And this is that little, you know, what's supposedly so aggressive 6mm cutter. Well, what I'm going to do is deepen down on this bottom here. Because that's where, again, a lot of people with bowl gouges and things have trouble, that transition from the sides down to the bottom. Now we're getting all this work, loads of it in there. Okay, now the ideal thing here is to get a nice cut like this. There we are, with this there. And like I said, nice and slowly. We're not in no rush. You don't need to, if you want to remove the wood really quick with it, believe me, you can. Okay, we're just doing it, I'm doing it nice gentle cuts. Okay, but this is the important bit, where you come with the tool. You cannot pick a cut up here, it's all bar. Okay, all we've got is a bar. Look, we cannot pick up a cut, it must be round here. Okay, just hold it flat, come on there, thumb, that's all you need, thumb pressure down. There you go. Anyone can hollow a bowl. If you got your SCHs, your hollow bowl. Absolute fantastic tools. And look, as you can see, this is shavings all the time. It's all shavings coming out. And there you go, guys. And there's no ridges. Okay. Now look, because we got that, we went in that time and we got the push there, so we don't have any ridges. Oh, you can see it. Sorry, you might be a bit far out. There you go. You can see we don't have no ridges. Okay. We've got a nice flat bottom. If I'm doing this, I'm not finishing this as a bowl, as I've said before. This isn't before that. I would take more out. I'll just take some more cuts, slowly going down further and further and coming across, and that would take this little bit of a, there's a little bit of thickness there, but wool wise I think that would be okay. Okay, and that's exactly how we hollow a bowl using the SCH. As simple as that. But like I said, it isn't just for that. you can use it for that. That's what it's designed to be used for. Okay. Got dust in it. You can see, look, you can see the finishing there. Okay. All right. And that's off of that, what's supposedly so aggressive little 6mm cutter. Leaves that finish like that. As long as you use the tool the way I've said, you must be on the tip. You don't have to worry about any angles with that one. It's all done for you. The hard work's all been done. Okay. Now, yes, there are other versions of it out there. Not this. You can't buy an SCH from anyone other than me. I'm the only one that makes the SCH. Okay. But there are, I suppose, other versions, whatever. You know, it happens, doesn't it? But the trouble is with majority, and this is the trouble with carbide manufacturers, is like not carbide manufacturers, but tool makers, is they do not consider these to be cutters. They consider them to be scrapers, carbide scrapers. So they never actually make the tool. Is not designed to be used to cut. It's to be used to be scraped. That's why they fit their cutters in the way they fit them. Okay. And that's why they won't do the job, and that's why you find them aggressive and they grab and they dig in and they leave lines and they leave ridges, because they've never ever been considered. It's ignorance is all it is, and it's the same as people, and I'm sorry it might upset people, but people that turn around and say they're just scrapers and that's all that's just ignorance. They're just ignorant people as far as I'm concerned. That's my answer to you're just ignorant. You know, it's like, I don't know, people say, I only use traditional tools. Is that what you're waiting for? Because to me, it's like you're waiting for an applause or something. Well, what does that make you? Don't mean nothing. It just means you're limiting yourself. I'll use anything I can turn wood with. You know, I don't care about what the tool is. It's whether it's carbide, whether it's a bowl gouge, a spindle gouge, whatever. The difference is, what I like to be able to say is not I only use traditional tools. I'll use anything you put in my hand to turn wood. Simple as that. I can turn wood with anything. Now, I'm not tall, so don't hand me a spoon or something. I'll have a bloody fork. I could probably do it actually if I sharpened it. But anyway, yeah. So SCH6 again. Let me bring you just over here a little bit. I'll try not to get you in my way. Put that in there. So we can have a little. This would, if this was a pen size blank. Okay. Again, it's already set up for you. It's not what I would use this for. There are other tools to do this, but yes, you can. You want it a bit more aggressive? I'm a bit high, but never mind. Just roll it back a bit. We're on a spindle. If we're on spindle, we can come in with this open. Okay? But we can rough it. It's not, as I say, it's not what I would do with this tool, but you can. You can bring it in and just, like I said, again, there's no worrying about angles. It's done for you. Okay? It's all done for you. You just put it on, but all you got to do is you've got to make sure you come in and find that cutting edge where it is. We can come in and get nice. Let's take some of this away. I think this is good. What we're going to do. Nice controlled cut. Remember, that's our bevel on. So everything, because we've got a place for our bevel there, everything above that height will get cut off. Okay. Here we slope down a bit. There we go. Right, so we come round, and if we want to roll a little bead, we can roll a little bead with it. Okay. we can come in, we can cut in, we can cut in there. So we can you see that on there? I think that might show it. We've rolled a little bead here. Okay, we can come in again. We're on that bead. We just bring it round, roll it down. There we go. We can roll a few beads actually, just to be showing off and being clever. Roll it. You know, this is the little SCH6. It can do loads of work. Okay. Do a nice little cove down here. All we have to do is follow it round. Like so. I'll say it's not the ideal tool for it, but it works. You can do it. Okay. We can roll a slightly bigger bead here. Like so. Roll a slightly bigger bead here. You can roll the tool over, you don't have to keep it. You don't have to keep it on that angle. We can use it all the way around. There we go. SCH6 chisel. So we can use it to do all sorts of little patternings and things like that. We can do the same if we go up. Never really tried with the SCH3. It's a bit big for it, but yep, it's a little bit big for it. I'm a bit more above centre on this one, but never mind. But again, now it's easier for me to change hands. Again, we are already set at the angle, so we can in effect just, we want to go, there's the bevel, so if I get a cut, so cut first, there's a cut, bevel, okay, and then we can just go forward, and everything, it slopes in there, so that's why it's jumping past. There we go. Once we make that cut, once we go there, cut, and we put that bevel on there, that's it. Now, once we've got the bevel on, anything above that bevel height, where the bevel's resting, will get cut off. All you have to do is keep it there, and then you get a nice smooth cut. And again, like I said, we can come in, just roll a bead with it. It's not as easy with this one. I'm actually, look, I'm well above centre. But we can just have a play and do all sorts of little patterns and things with it. But that's the SCH chisel, okay? And basically, that's, I've done that out a bit. Right, let me bring it back round here. Now, like so. Right. So yes, guys, that's the SCH chisels anyway, and that's all I wanted to show for the little bit for the hollowing and stuff like that. I've still got flat on there. And the main thing, even with that SCH6 and all that we're using, is the finish. Okay, I'll show you. You must get this. There you go. We want this smooth finish, okay? Whenever we turn pieces, we want a smooth finish. We don't want tear out. And that's what you'll achieve with those. And again, like I said, the SCH ones, it's held perfect. It's on the angle. You can just use it like that. You can roll it if you want it a bit more aggressive. But that's it, guys. And don't be snobbery about what tools you're using. And don't think you deserve a round of applause just because you say, I only use traditional tools. Do you? You limit yourself, do you? Ooh, that's a bit silly. Yeah. That just means what you're saying is, I can't use anything else. That's sad, isn't it? That's sad. Maybe you should practice a bit more and you might get better. But anyway, that is it, guys. So yeah, SCH6, SCH1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8 there are, with whatever you need on them. And that way then you can just hollow, and you can see how it's not about
the shape of the bowl I'm doing. It's not about any of that. It's showing you how to hollow without getting any catches. You don't want catches. And you can see I've just jumped from one tool to the next and you just use them all. No catches. Okay, little skids on the front there. That's easy. So just as I said, when you commit, come in, cut, bevel on, follow around. Do it in one go. If you stand there talking and stuff, then obviously get little skip backs. Right, that's it, guys. I will join you on the next one. So, well, obviously I'll join you on the next one. I'll be doing it, won't I? It's a bit of a stupid thing to say. Hopefully you'll join me on the next one. So I'll see you then. Toodle pip.